roll out and banging, all in my trunk. Trunk full of funk, I ain't never been a punk. I blow on skunk, I blow on Doja. Military minded, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Out the streets of the Ridgemont Fold. Not no bitch and see I still ain't a hoe. Letting niggas know every day of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and the pleasure of interviewing a legend, not just in Houston, Texas, but all over the world. This man has completed about 30 albums. He's traveled the world. He's made music that's touched so many. He has a cult following, and his recent album, Sadism, has over 1 million streams. I'm speaking about no other than the Most City Don, Mr. Zero.
What up? It's a cool intro.
Thank you so much for coming. Oh my God, this means so much to me, so much.
Appreciate
I just moved to Houston, and to be able to, you embody Houston. You are Houston. You're like Zero, the Houston hero. That's what I call you. And
sometimes, yeah.
So I am just so honored to be in your presence right now, and thank you so much for your time. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the new album, about Sadism. Tell me all about it. So you take pleasure in bringing pain?
Yes, I do. I think a whole lot of people do.
Oh.
Yeah, it might be misplaced at times through different people, but I mean, if it's an ongoing process, then yeah. And I mean, where I'm coming from with it is definitely musical. You know, lyric driven, because I know I'm killing shit in my own way, and it's really basically the statement I'm making. You know what I'm saying? And then I went back to my grassroots of, I guess, getting on people's ass, I guess. So that too, and I took pleasure in bringing a whole lot of truths about certain people to the forefront. So I mean, that's all that really meant. I'm doing my thing like how I came into the game, doing my thing, but raw rap.
I love it, and your fans love it. I mean, you have some die-hard fans, like all over the world. Like you could drop anything. You could drop the ABCs.
It's gon' jam, though.
Yes,
yeah,
and it'll sell out for sure.
Hopefully, yeah.
So I want to ask you a question that I put it on Facebook, and some people wanted to ask you these questions. This actually comes from Ashley Smith Jackson. She says that your style is so different from everyone else's, almost like a rapper and a singer. Who were your major influences, and do you have a name for it? Because I know you're not a rapper, but you do have a sing-song vibe. So what do you call that? What genre is that?
I don't even call it nothing. I just call it how I pay my bills.
Okay.
But I don't know. Coming up, I mean, I can't even say no one person. I guess you can blame it on like the old school R&B stations. Maybe blame it on Magic 102. They used to play, you know, the Quiet Storm. They'd play all them slow songs, because grandma and them wasn't playing that rap shit. I couldn't listen to that shit in the house. So I be rapping, and then I just put a little melody to it. That's all I just mixed them one day. Like, it wasn't no particular artist's fault that I did that. I just started doing it.
But you do call yourself Zero Vandross sometimes, right?
Rota Vandross.
Right.
Yeah, Rota Vandross, yeah.
That is awesome. So, it's the new year. New year, new you. I see you've been hitting the gym heavily. You look very nice. You look very healthy and bulky. And I could just bite you, but I'm not. So what are some other goals? What are some other goals for 2019 as far as community service, as far as work, travel, family?
I mean, all that and above. I'm not, what I'm really focusing on 2019 is more the family aspect. Like, I haven't got a chance to go and do a Christmas with my family for some years, because I've always been working. This was actually the first time I went to my cousin Nathaniel's house, and it's always a good time when you get with family. I just not able to do that as much as I would like to. So that's really my main focus for 2019, is to kind of like get back in touch with the outings, with the family and whatnot. Like all of the other stuff is stuff that I personify. The community service with the, especially when I'm doing outreach with Precinct 1, different organizations, whatnot, stuff like that. Traveling, like I'm not gonna really say I want to travel more because all I'm gonna do is work whenever I get where I'm at. I don't care if it's Cancun or it ain't gonna be no sunbathing. I'm gonna find a studio. Like that's what I enjoy doing, so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it's basically family. Let them know that, hey man, I ain't completely wrote y'all off, and it ain't because I'm on some goody two shoes shit. I'm just stuck so far in my bubble. It's hard to pop out sometimes.
Yeah, and I understand that because I'm a Capricorn as well. Today's my birthday.
Really? Happy G Day.
Thank you. And yours is the 19th.
Right.
And Capricorns, we work hard. We are very ambitious. We're driven, and sometimes we do choose work over family. Like my son is in Cleveland right now with his father because I have another world tour coming up, so I completely understand.
Right.
And did you just say already?
Already.
Okay. As someone who's not from Houston, I hear that a lot. What does that mean?
It mean like cool, or like I fuck with that.
Okay.
Or that's I can dig that, like old school player. Like I can dig that, Jack. I can dig that. So already, we don't want to say all them extra syllables and shit. So we trying to preserve our around here. So already. Yeah.
And you have your whole own dictionary because I was watching a lot of your other interviews and you said some very interesting things. The other day you were talking about a song that you did recently and you said, "My cheese slid off my omelet."
They cheese. Yeah,
they cheese
they
slid
cheese.
Off of your omelet?
Off they omelet.
Okay.
My omelet cool. Yeah, they omelet fucked up. They cheating like somebody did some dumb ass shit.
Okay.
Like, yo, man, you trick. Your cheese done slid all the way off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So keep your cheese on your omelet.
You got to keep your cheese on your shit, man. You got to.
And then you said that the world is full of shenanigantry.
Right.
What is shenanigantry?
I mean, it's just, I guess it would be the verbiage of shenanigans.
Okay.
The action form of committing a shenanigan. It would have to be shenanigan. Like the gantry is crazy.
Okay.
So it's just shenanigantry, and it's shit. The world full of it right now. Everybody pulling these shenanigans right now. So
the world is full of shenanigantry.
Yes, it is.
Look it up. It's a word. And you've been in the gym, as we all know. You said you were achieving one chinness because you had an issue of chinplicity.
Yeah, chinplicity. Yeah, more than one, or really more than two.
Oh.
I had a couple chin, like my chinmanship was at an all-time high.
His chinmanship was at an all-time high.
Yeah, I was like a triple threat. Mm-hmm. Like you swallow one piece of food 3 times and you fat than a motherfucker. You gotta do something about that shit. So I have achieved, one chinmanship.
Yes. And then you also mentioned that whoever deals with you has to be tougher than a leather pork chop.
Right.
Never heard that one before in my life.
I mean, but you do agree that would have to be pretty tough.
Oh, for sure.
Like Ford tough, like tougher than Ford, like, yeah.
Absolutely, tougher than
Cause I gotta, if I'm a believer in this zodiac shit, then you know what they say, how we act and how we are. And I mean, if I was gonna go by that, then I'd be like, well, if that shit is true, I'm fucked up. But I love it. So I don't take nothing back. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm just being truthful. So I mean, if you're gonna deal with me in anything, just be prepared. I mean, it's the same way how I want people to deal with me. Like, hey man, don't sugarcoat no shit until this bread muffin. I mean, hey man, this some shit. Okay, cool. Let me go back. Let me do this over. You know what I'm saying? Or let me get another one. Like, don't lead me wrong, cause I mean, I'm gonna tell you. If your mind hot, I'm gonna let you know it's time for a search.
Right.
That's all it is.
But it's not offensive. It's it's just genuine.
It's just genuine. And it ain't like I'm gonna go get on the microphone and be like, hear ye. This nigga breath warm than a motherfucker. Like, it ain't gonna be like that. It's just, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know amongst me and the person I'm telling it to. I mean, you know, I'm not a put you on Front Street type of dude. Like, I ain't never been with that.
Right. It's just real, raw, genuine.
I wouldn't even say raw. I mean, it's just genuine. It's just genuine. You know, like, she told you don't do that. She caught you doing that. She whooped your ass. Like, you know, mama not gonna play. Then why should you play with people when you grow up? I mean, just plain and simple.
I love it.
Yeah.
And with your demeanor and just your personality, have you had any issues working with people? Somebody asked a question, were there any collabs that were supposed to happen? This is from Pookie Rogers from Facebook. Were there any collabs that were supposed to happen that never happened? And if so, what was the collab? What was the artist? And what did you do to try to make sure everything was smooth? I know you and Slim Thug had some issues previously, but you guys smoothed that out. Was that due to your personality or any other collabs you can think of?
Nah, that was due to this hook ass bitch Julia Beverly. Yeah, that was due to that. You know what I'm saying? I say names.
We can
no, for what? Well, I mean, if you scared, then I ain't, you know. I'm just saying, though, you got a motherfucker instigating some shit. I think that shit started off listening to one of my songs from the South. Me, Paul Wall, and Lil Flip on the song. And I think Flip said in his verse, some shit about you just rapping, that ain't platinum, nigga, you need to chill. And I mean, you know, one thing about the word nigga, it can mean so many. And it can mean women. So, well, anyway, that's something else. But she just took that and took it upon herself to call him and was like, hey, Lil Flip and Zero got a song about you. So that shit to him, then he was like, oh, okay, well shit, you know, them niggas got songs about me, I got songs about them. Called me, hey, what you think about Slim Thug saying you a hoe ass nigga? That's how that shit started. And so we round this motherfucker, got the south side and the north side ready to go to war with each other off of some bullshit. Yeah. So I mean, but besides that, it ain't been no collab that was supposed to happen that didn't happen because of me. I think a lot of people don't want to get on songs with me because they know what I do. So I'm gonna just take that as a respect, you know. But I mean, I don't be having no features, you know. I guess since 2012, maybe 2011, I think the only features I've had on records is notable features, maybe Yo Gotti and Ross. Other than that, shit, niggas see me coming, they go the other way, and I'm cool with it.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you and Slim Thug were supposed to do a song together recently, right? Is that gonna happen?
Nah, me and Slim got a whole album. We got a double album. Like, we work out together every day. Like that's bro. Like out of everybody in Houston that I went to war with, like for real went to war. Like you would never think years later, 20 years later. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I think that shit was in 05, so almost 20 years that me and him would be on top and doing shit together, because they were trying to pit us to kill each other at one point in time. So, yeah.
I'm glad y'all straighten it all out. And speaking of lessons learned and being mature and being men, what's the most valuable lesson you've learned as an artist over the span of your career? And what advice are you willing to give new artists who want to be in the industry?
Man, the main thing I've learned over the last 20 is don't fuck with nobody. Cause ain't nobody who they say they are. They not what they seem to be, and they're definitely not who you think they are. And my best advice to give artists around here or anywhere that's trying to do their thing is stay independent as long as you can. Or if you do happen to take some type of major deal or something, make sure it works for you, and use that shit for your independent career. I mean, because independency is everything right now. Like the label game is damn near dead. That's why they only offer 360 deals and shit like that, or maybe a distribution deal. But I mean, shit, you can go to a distributor and do that shit yourself. Get your following up. Don't use your social media to be all commenting on everybody's shit being negative and just being a troll and shit. Use your shit to promote your stuff. Use your Twitter, use your Instagram, use your Facebook, and whatever the fuck else they got out there, use that and promote yourself. And once you get a cool enough following, you get a lot of people who digging your music, then you go to a distributor, show them the following that you have, and then start servicing your following and start growing your following. Because you can get $1 million easy right off your Instagram today.
Really?
So I mean, it's real easy if you stay independent. Make sure your music is hot to you first of all. Everybody not gonna like your shit, but everybody got a fan. So get your money on.
That is so awesome. So talk about One Deep Entertainment. Are you accepting any artists?
Nope.
No.
This shit is called One Deep for a reason.
One Deep.
One Deep. I'm the only nigga on this bitch.
Okay.
And I made One Deep to get away and free me up when I was having contractual problems at any of the labels I was up at. So I'm like, well, you know what, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna stop me from eating. Okay, cool. Having problems with this label, cool. King of the Ghetto Entertainment. Having problems with this label, cool. One Deep Entertainment. And all these extra names and shit that I got, people thought that shit was just because I was trying to be funny. But I'm like, shit, the whole while I'm getting you used to a different moniker in case something never do happen. And Zero is held up for some reason. You know who the Most City Don is. You know who wrote the Van Vandross is, Elvis Presley, all that there. And I just dropped music under those and still made my money.
So with One Deep, would you consider yourself an introvert?
I mean, would you?
Consider you an introvert?
Now, would you consider that, like with that name title?
One Deep, absolutely. Yes. Question answered.
Yeah,
Would you say you're addicted to making music?
Nah, I'm not gonna say I'm addicted to it, but I will say that it's all I do. I don't do it at the rate that I used to do it because I got so much right now. But it's more or less routine. And I mean, like, it's in all of the stuff that I do. Like, if I'm at home, ain't nothing going on, I'm living in the atmosphere where some music is gonna be playing. And I'm gonna be either in there cleaning up, playing the game. Anything I'm doing gonna have music going in the background. So of course I'm gonna always be thinking of something because the mind is infinite. So it's gonna always be working and working to outdo itself. So I'm gonna just let my mind outdo itself every time it wants to. And that happens to be all the damn time. Driving to the Breakfast Club, this 30-minute drive, got a chance to listen to some beats. So, it's just part of the routine. It's just repertoire at this point. I wouldn't say addicted because I'm not waking up in the middle of the night like I used to and just, oh shit, I gotta run up there and cut this on before I forget. Like, it's just, I mastered it at this point for what, as far as what I do. So I can hold on to it till I can let it go, till I get in a place where I can hit record. So it's just routine.
So do you think that for you music is like a therapeutic outlet?
I know it is.
Oh, okay.
Because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be doing this interview. Yeah, I'd probably be, on the 7th floor somewhere from fucking somebody up.
Oh.
Yeah, people try you. People try you, people lie on you, people do all kinds of shit. And if I didn't have what I have as a vent, then it's hard to say, it's hard to fathom where I would be right now. Because
so
I probably, it was like a saint.
Yeah, like a saint.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be right here right now.
Thank God for music. And thank God for you making music that people all around the world enjoy. People love how raw your songs are, how you can make a song called Hi Hater, or you can make a song called I Hate You Chick. And people just gravitate towards that because it's things that people actually want to say, but they may not have the courage to actually say it.
I mean, it's probably not even that they don't have the courage, it's just that they probably necessarily don't have the platform to be heard when they're saying it. And then to just sit up and just hear somebody sound like, damn, I just went through that shit Tuesday, and to hear a song come out that you don't identify. This song identifies with you, and now it's like some shit that every time you hear it, it's like you putting that shit on, and you like, oh shit, I'm finna wear this. Fuck this nigga shit today, or this fuck this bitch shit. Cause it's a difference, you know what I'm saying? As far as me, bitches, women, hoe ass niggas, dudes, like it's a difference. So I mean, and when I get to talking like that, everybody got somebody in their life or in their circle or in some type of affiliation or association. They can't stand the motherfucker. Can't stand the shit they be doing. So when I start talking about mine, it feel like them getting at theirs.
Right.
And it makes for a cult-like following years later.
That's real. That's deep. And I'm sure they appreciate that. And they want you to stay that way. Like, don't change.
Yeah, I can't change. I got enough to talk about, trust me.
So when I just moved down to Houston, the song that I heard on 97.9 The Box, shout out. Thank you guys for interviewing me and all the interviews that you did with him for my research. But on 97.9 The Box, the only song I heard all day was It's Age Time for Real.
It's age time for real. And you know we keep it real. Getting that money. It's age time for real.
Houston is such a big city, but personally, Houston has shown me and my family so much love. Houston is just sunshine and support. To me, Houston is like a grandmother, because she always gonna show you love. She always gonna embrace you, and she's always gonna support you and encourage you to do big things. What do you think? What is Houston to you? Like, if you could explain like the feel of it and the culture and the climate, how would you explain Houston?
Well, I sure wouldn't call it a grandmother. I might say, like, at times Houston is a roaching ass uncle.
Oh.
It does show love to a lot of us here though, but a lot of us here don't fuck with us here.
Really?
You know, yeah. I mean, it's like that in a whole lot of cities.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm only speaking from the musical aspect. But as far as anything else that's going on, yeah, it's gonna support you like a bra strap in the back every time. But I mean, if you from this motherfucker, it's finna be rough. You finna be hated on by here, and you know when the out of town people come into town, they gonna rock with them way harder. You know, they rock with us, but you know it's kind of like in every city you got that to a certain extent, to where like the old book say, you know, you gotta leave and be accepted before you can come back and be accepted type shit. Like that shit goes on a lot here. But as far as like any other thing like supporting businesses and shit like that, then oh hell yeah, like this one of your places. It's one of the places that you want to be, you know, for togetherness. I give that a 99.9 on the togetherness, but it's just when that music come in, there's so many different, I can't even say genre beefs, but age gap beefs, and so much, I don't know, it's so much him versus him, them versus them shit in the music. So, and since that's what I do, I don't get a chance to really see the togetherness from other aspects that everybody else may get to see. All I get to see is when these rappers and these R&B singers is going to war inside the city. So I mean, that's why I say I call it a roaching ass uncle sometimes. Shake your hand but go in your pocket at the same time type shit. Yeah, but I mean, shit, I love Houston though.
Yeah, I do too. And I want to stay for a long time.
Yeah.
So you have a show January 25th in Tyler, Texas.
Right.
And it's at the Empire Lounge, for
Right.
those of you who want to go. What other shows and events do you have coming up this year?
I got quite a few things that I'm not ready to speak on yet because I don't want to jinx nothing tentative. But I mean, you know, of course, I'm gonna start really going in after my birthday. Got a little Texas tour I'm gonna be going on shortly, and then you know, of course, shit comes in by the day, so we'll see. But as far as right now, like my birthday week gonna kick it off, and then we gonna go from there with the other dates that I'm playing with right now. So it's just work in progress.
So I'm invited to your birthday party?
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be very vulgar. It's gonna be very vulgar.
To be expected, understood.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask you one more question because I know you have to go to the studio. When people say Zero is one of the most underrated rappers of all time, how does that make you feel?
It feel cool, and then it don't. It feel cool because I know why I'm underrated, and choosing to not sell out makes me proud as fuck. And then the other one is like, damn, it's fucked up because even to have been wrote about like that in the New York Times, most underrated in the world type shit, it just lets you know and it puts you in the mind frame of that, damn, if this would've did this, if that would've did that, and it make you be like, fuck, shit could be fucking implosion. My shit could have been on a massive explosion had I did this and had I, you know, kissed this ass or had I bowed down here when I stood up. So it'll make you be like, I mean, never ever to regret the decision to be like, shit, man, maybe I should have kissed his ass right here. Nah, fuck that motherfucker still. And not gonna kneel to nobody that ain't giving me a heavenly blessing. So I was proud for standing up. But when you think about it, it's like, damn, if this did 250, imagine what it would have did if. So I mean, it's cool and I'm not gonna say it's bad, I'm gonna just say it's cool and then it's thought worthy.
Do you have any regrets?
None.
I mean, already.
Already.
Well, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you for coming out. I know you're ready to get back to the money and everything, but thank you so very much. I enjoyed this. I know the people who are on my platforms are going to just pass out.
That's cool. That's
because
good.
this is so major. You have no idea.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you can follow Zero at Zero on Instagram. That's your main social media outlet?
Yeah, Z_RO.
Yes, and you can follow me at Ladybug Speaker. And if you have any more questions for Zero, I hope maybe if you try to DM him, he will get back to you. If not, get what you can from this interview.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you.
Get back to the money.
Already, money time.
Like a rocket, taking off on you hoes. We keep on going, we're never stopping.